Welcome to Glowing Success. My name is Heidi and I am your host. This podcast is for beauty entrepreneurs. Join me weekly as we dive into the beauty industry's ins and outs, from business strategies, top-selling services, and taboo topics. I will be interviewing industry leaders with empowering stories and game-changing insights. Let's illuminate your path to success together. Let's jump into this next episode. Welcome to Glowing Success. I'm Heidi, your host. Quick tip today, why feedback is important. So whether you are a service provider, a manager, a front desk staff, it doesn't matter whether you're working at a beauty counter, let's say, it doesn't matter what position you're in the beauty industry, feedback from clients and feedback from everybody is so important. So let's specifically talk about service providers. So all the service providers out there, I want you to be getting feedback from your clients every 3, 6, or 1 year mark. Or after you have a first client come in, or a first time client come in. However often you would like to get that feedback is really up to you, but you should be grabbing some feedback from your clients at some point of their visit. So I really enjoy getting feedback from my clients. It helps me improve their experience. It helps me see my blind spots, and then I can work on everything and obviously improve everything. So sometimes your feedback is going to be just all great and people are like, oh, you're doing great. And then every once in a while, you're going to have some feedback where it's going to hurt and sting, right? But just look at this as a moment to learn how to better take care of your clients and give them a better experience and improve upon that. So we kind of have to be a little bit humble in this industry of like, we're not always going to please every single person, and that's understandable. So I'm not necessarily talking about if it's really truly not a good fit. So we all know as service providers, if a client comes in or if you've seen a client a couple times and they're just not a good fit for you or your services, that's something different. This is like a client that's happy and coming back to you, but you could improve upon something that you're not seeing. So I really like it. Sometimes you can make it anonymous even. So with some scheduling software, so for instance, I use Square. Square will send out feedbacks every once in a while, or I can set that up with Square. And then obviously you can send out emails and so forth. So there's definitely like more anonymous ways for you to grab it. So if your clients are kind of a little bit shy and they don't want to do it right on the spot at checkout, or if they don't want to fill something out while they're in the spa or salon, that's totally fine. There's other ways to grab it. But always try to be getting it and improve upon those things. And really, it's all about the experience, right? So just to give you an example with my clients, I would get feedback from them. And some of the feedback I was getting was, because one of the questions I would ask is, how was your experience? How can we improve upon your experience? And some of the clients were saying, this is an opportunity for me to relax and not be around my kids or not be at work or not, kind of step away from my busy life. And so I took that criticism and I took that as, I want my environment in my spa to be a little bit more relaxing. So I added things in that were more relaxing. So let's say my aromas. So my aromatherapy, I have wax melts in my spa, and I would make them a little bit more comforting smelling and less like, I don't know, bathroom smelling. And florals tend to be like more uplifting and things like that. So I did a little bit more warmer scents. Or I had more plush blankets and pillows. I put music that was specifically for sleep and not spa music. I would ask them and tell them, hey, it's okay to relax. Or especially if I have a first-time client for lash extensions, let's say, I make sure to tell them, hey, it's very common for people to fall asleep during this service. No problem if you do. If you fall asleep, that's great. So really allowing that client to relax in that moment. And that's the other thing. If you need to direct your clients. So there's nothing wrong with you directing the conversation, directing their action. So I find a lot of times with new service providers, they don't direct their clients enough. So let's say like your client comes in your room and you're getting ready to start your service, you're doing your consultation, you can tell them, hey, if you want to take a seat, we're just going to chat a little bit about your skin and we'll get you on the table and get situated in just a minute. So telling them to take a seat there's something just so, I don't know, there's something comforting about that. Or letting them know, like, hey, when you get on the table, if you would like to take your shoes off, or however you like to do your services, you have to let them know these things and direct them. I've seen too often where people did not do that, and then your client kind of looks around nervously like, what am I supposed to do? Direct your client, people. So let's say you're not a service provider, you're a front desk and you're a manager, or you own a salon or spa. You should be doing the same thing, getting feedback. And a lot of times for front desk staff, you will probably be the one that they tell that they didn't like the service or how to improve upon the service. So a lot of times if a person's upset about their service, they're definitely not going to probably want to confront the actual service provider. I've seen this a lot where they go up to the front desk staff after the service provider has left and tell them all about what they didn't like about the service. So obviously that's a really good opportunity to grab information, take it into account, and obviously have a meeting about it and how we can improve upon it. So these are all really great tips because human nature, we're all going to have blind spots. We're all going to have ways that we don't realize what we're doing when we're doing it. Or if you've been in business a long time and you've been doing the same services a long time, sometimes we get in a really just weird habit of doing things, right? So we need to shake it up sometimes. Shake it up for our clients, shake it up for us, offer that great experience. Because remember, your clients are going to talk about their experience more than anything else. So did they have a good experience with you? They're going to share it. So hopefully this quick tip is useful. Get some feedback. I promise you will benefit from adding on to those experiences and improving upon your services and so forth. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked that episode and found something useful or a tip that you can use immediately. If you are wanting more marketing tips, business tips, or anything like that, I have a lot of resources on my website. So I have PDFs that you can download for free. So look in your show notes. There should be a link in the show notes that you can click on and it'll take you right to my coaching website. And thanks for listening.